boss. See the topic and what it is that we're talking about, right? People only try to destroy those who can outshine them. If you never heard of that before, I'm gonna run it, make it real suave, real easy for you, right? So here's the deal, right? In life, nobody just wakes up and says, I'm gonna destroy somebody today. Unless you're like an evil person or that's just who you are as a person at heart. But think of it like this. Who wakes up and says, yo, let me just go harm this homeless person or let me harm this person? Like, you have to be a person who you irritate somebody's demons for them to want to destroy you. And I'm going to be honest. You don't have to do anything to anybody just to irritate them. You could just be yourself and a person could just not like you. You get what I'm saying? It could whether be your hair, your style, the way how you move, the way how you dress, you get money, you get attention. Anybody who's deemed as somebody who can outshine or dethrone them, they're not going to like that. And I'm going to tell you just like this, right? Sometimes it's a thing where I wouldn't say it's just about insecurities, but I definitely say that there are some people in life, they feel as if they've had this position for some time or they've held this status for some time and they don't want to be outshined to have anybody come in like, move them off of their throne. So I'll give you an example into that, right? Let's say in the neighborhood, right? There's somebody who's like, you could be like the neighborhood, like the finest person in the neighborhood or the prettiest girl in the neighborhood. Then you get somebody who moves into your neighborhood and that creates what? Competition. So because you probably never had competition like that before, it could make you feel some way. Or this dude think he cute like me. Nah, it can only be one. Little things like this, it forces people in their mind to do something about it. Because whether that person may see it or not, that's like the new person or whatever the situation is. Take it however you want to. They may not realize, somebody views them as competition when they could just be going about their day. You get what I'm saying? And they may not be aware of how much a person may try to destroy them. That's why self-awareness will help you out in a lot of things. You get what I'm saying? And self-awareness to the point of, I look good, or I'm handsome, or I'm a good-looking girl, or I'm smart, or whatever. You got to learn these little traits. If you have good aspects about yourself, I'm not saying toot your own horn. Nothing wrong with it. But what I'm saying is, you have to be aware. If you have these traits and other people don't have it, that can cause other people to want to stir the pot. Let me see how I could catch this person or destroy them or make their life a living hell. There are some people who are very petty and very miserable like that. You got to understand that. Now, here's the thing. When a person is feeling like their throne or their position is about to be threatened, what they have to do is do something to sustain their power, and that means eliminate the competition. And that's in whatever way. So take it however you want to. Let's say you're a person who's handsome. Okay, I'm the only handsome person here. There's another handsome person living here. Look, I got to beat him up and get some marks put in his face or something. There are some people who move like that. Oh, this dude always stays with the freshest shoes. I got to destroy his shoes. There are some people who do like the pettiest things in the world to get what it is that they want. And as well as that, there are some people who are very carnal and very criminal-minded, very evil, if I better yet say, that take their jealousy and how they feel to a whole nother level. Whether it may be running a smear campaign on somebody, seeing if they can learn that person to figure out what their weaknesses are or what they got going on so I could use it against them. Example, remember what I told you. I have people who try to learn me so they could try to use me. Example, D'Angelo, your mom doesn't really care about you like that, or you don't really have that much friends. I can play like I'm your friend and use that against you. Or how about the fact that, okay, you know what, you don't have a girlfriend, you probably seem lonely. I'll play like I'm your girlfriend, like I like you. There are some people who will try to do different things just to get something up out of you. And if you're not aware, you're going to fall victim to these games. You get what I'm saying? I'll give you another example in a different way, right? Destroying a person doesn't necessarily have to mean studying them to use them, or let me see if I can figure out something from the outside aspect and do something to them. People can just be jealous of whatever the case may be, and they want to hurt you for it. And that's why you have to be very careful. And understand this as well. If people may feel or perceive you to be an easy target, or you're weak, or you're helpless, or you're defenseless, that's going to make people even more want to double down on what they want to do. Think about it. If a person sees that you're weak, that's going to mean like, okay, you're defenseless. I could do whatever it is that I want. I could rob from you. I could take from you, whatever. I can harm you. And guess what? There's probably not going to be any pushback from that. People who do stuff like that, whether they may think like they're muscling somebody or they're getting away with it, that's very pussy and that's very weak. You're not supposed to go after a weak target and feel like you're a boss or I'm the man. You're pussy. Go after somebody that's bigger than you. Give you an example into that. What are the odds that somebody's going to try somebody that they feel like could give them a run for their money? Slim to none. People are going to go and try people that they feel like are weaker than them, or you're not going to say anything, or you're not going to do anything. People want an easy target. You get what I'm saying? That's why I said you have to be aware. And as well as that, validation. For some people who do these things, right, they're going to try and seek validation for the things that they did. Oh, was it right of what I did to try and screw this dude up? Or was it right to try and hurt this girl or beat this girl's ass? Like, you got to understand something. People take pettiness and griminess to a whole nother level. And me growing up in South Florida, I've seen this shit all day long. I'll give you an example, right? This is a clean one. This is something that if you've never seen it before, it happens all over the world, right? Let's say you're a dude who's handsome, right? And there's another dude who may not look as good as you, right? This is the tactic dudes use. You know what? This girl like him and I like the girl. You know what? Let me see if I can make him look like he's a bitch in front of everybody. Let me see if he pussy. If people feel like they can try you or test your card, they're gonna do it. Because why? If you're weak and I figure that out, or I smell blood, I'm gonna what? I'm gonna attack. Because why? You're stealing the attention, or the girl I like likes you. I gotta beat your ass and make you look weak in order for them to take the attention off of you and what? Give it back to me. You get what I'm saying? This is something people do. And that's why I said you have to be very aware, be alert, especially if you're handsome, dog, or you're a woman who looks good. You gotta understand that there are people who will befriend you because of your looks. Try to see what it is that's about you, whatever it is that you got going on, and destroy you in different ways. Destroy you secretly, behind your back, whatever the case may be, because why? They view you as competition. As well as that, right? When people do these things, it's just a clear projection, bro. Nobody who's insecure, nobody who's fully secure within themselves is gonna seek to go out there and destroy somebody. You have to be a cold-hearted, like wicked type of a person to just up and wake up and just want to destroy somebody. Mind you, nobody is going to try and destroy somebody who they don't view as some form of a competition, or you don't have somebody that they don't have something that they want. You get what I'm saying? Like, you could be a person, yo, I love peace, or I stay out of the way. There are people who see that and they get jealous and they're mad and they want to see, how can I bring hell into that person's life? You got it too sweet, or you're too peaceful. It's just like if you see a person walking down the street smiling like, bruh, you always smiling like you ain't got no problems in the world. No, everybody has problems. You just have to understand that people deal with their problems differently. You get what I'm saying? So that's not a reason to try and see, yo, how can I try and destroy somebody's life? Or this person has the opportunity to outshine me. Let me see if I can destroy them before they try and destroy me. You got to understand that everybody has the same spirit, and the stuff that you do doesn't mean that the next person is going to turn around and do it to you. That just goes to show that the world and people are definitely what? Broken. You feel me? For you to go out of your way to try and hurt somebody or harm somebody who's never done anything to you, it's because you may feel like this person has the ability to overthrow you or outshine you. That just shows ignorance, bro. Not everybody's looking to try and outshine or steal somebody's title or friend group or whatever the case may be. Some people could just be living and going through life, just passing through. And as well as that, how do you know that those same people that you're trying to destroy haven't been sought out to be destroyed by other people around them? That's why they move the way that they move. You got to understand something. If you're doing something slimy to somebody, chances are that's probably not their first rodeo dealing with that type of stuff, bro. Because there are some people who deal with this stuff on the regular. So what I could tell you is this, bro. Wicked people always will seek to destroy somebody that they feel like can outshine them. And as well as that, they want to try and get close to you to learn your recipe, learn your game room, learn what brings you up, what brings you down. Because there are some people who are hidden enemies that are very close to you, and they'll do damn near whatever it is that they can to destroy you. Give you another one into that, right? When it comes to protecting yourself, you have to stay aware. You have to make sure that you have the right friends around you. Having the right people around you, right friends, right group, or whatever the case may be, right circle. These people can pick up and see other things that you can't. That's why I tell people, if you know you have somebody solid in your corner, appreciate and cherish that, dog. If you don't have somebody solid in your corner, you're going to go through hell and hot water before you figure out what it's like to have a solid friend in your corner, bro. A solid friend is going to put you up on game and see certain things that you may not see. A solid friend may be able to tell you, oh, you're wrong for this or this, that, and the third. But you have to understand that having friends around that can peep the room or read the vibes and put you up on game and tell you about things that you didn't see, that's a blessing, because there aren't a lot of people out here in the world who are trying to be that upstanding friend. You get what I'm saying? There's a lot of people out here trying to pull the wool over the next person's eye. As well as that, right? When you focus on self-care, as well as that, doing things that will bring you to a higher place, that keeps you more grounded and out of the way, so you don't have to deal with these type of people who try to destroy you. Because honestly, put it like this, right? For a person to try and destroy you, they're going to get a high off of that. And as well as that, that's going to build up their confidence and their ego that if I've done this before, I can do it again. Give you an example. Look at the industry. Look at the music industry, entertainment industry. How many people have we seen that have came and went in the industry? Either, your career didn't last long, or that person passed away, or it's like something that was a little bit, I can't put my finger on it, but something doesn't seem right. Yeah, exactly. Because there are people out here who are very much like, I'm pissed off. I don't like this person. I look at them as competition. They can overthrow me. They can outshine me. I got to get them out of here. Give you an example into this, right? Rumors are starting to circulate right now that Nipsey Hussle's passing was not only something like a gang-related thing. It was deeper than music. You feel me? As in like, there were certain people in the industry that did not like him, that didn't want him to outshine them. Give you an example. They're throwing Snoop Dogg's name into the fold right now. And I, for one, I can buy that. I'm going to tell you why. Because Snoop Dogg being from the same area from where Nipsey is from, the Cali. One is from Long Beach, the other one is from Slauson. Cool. You did things in your way, I'm doing it in my own way. Nipsey was teaching people the independence of ownership, owning something, building your brand, starting a business, little things like that. If you look at Nipsey and Snoop, they're night and day. I'm not saying Snoop isn't influential, but Nipsey had people in a chokehold to where people would listen to what he was saying. He was influential. You get what I'm saying? Him doing his Victory Lap album, it did numbers and everything, but you have to understand, him dying, there was a bigger benefit to that. There was a chess piece. If you get this man out of the way now and stop him before he really gets to plant his feet into the ground, guess what? That would be even better for me in my career. He won't have the ability of outshining me or outpassing me. I can play it off like, we're the best of friends, like I really like them, but deep down I looked at him as what? A threat. You get what I'm saying? Just like example, Jay-Z, Biggie, and Tupac. Jay-Z got a rise to fame after Biggie and Tupac got off the map, dog. Why is that? Because y'all two was taking up the limelight, dog. Picture this. You got Tupac out west and you got Biggie in New York. With Biggie around, Jay-Z had no room of shining, dog. So what do I need to do? Your competition. I got to get rid of you. You get what I'm saying? This is how this stuff goes. That's why the industry is being exposed for what it is right now. Just on a little small instant. If people see that you have the ability to move past them or outshine them or dethrone them or people ain't gonna listen to me no more, that means you're threatening them in their position. They have to do something about it, especially if they're very worldly and they don't know how to think or see the longevity of the bigger picture. They're gonna be carnal and try and do something to get rid of you Because why? I don't want to be outshined by anybody. That's why I said, like, in life, if you pay attention to what we're living in the times, you're supposed to pass the baton on to somebody eventually. You're not going to be here forever to hold up the spot or the shine or the limelight. You got to pass it on to somebody. Before they pass it on to the next person who's working hard and they're deserving, no, you're competition. You can outshine me. So what I got to do? I got to get rid of you. That's how this stuff goes, man. So all I tell you is this, bro. Remember the golden rules. Nobody's going to try and destroy somebody if they don't feel like you're a worthy opponent, or you're not competition, or you're not somebody I have to worry about. Those are the only people who get destroyed. You get what I'm saying? As well as that, people who know too much. You can threaten me in all kind of ways. You're a challenge for me. You got to understand these little rules, bro. As well as that, if you're doing something and you're trying to elevate yourself where you can face the backlash of people hating on you, or people trying you, or people wanting to one-up you, or people wanting to get the ends on you or the drop on you. You need to have good surroundings, be fully aware, and know who you have around you. Have friends around that keep their head on the swivel. Have people around you that truly love you for who you are. You don't want to keep any jealous individuals around you. You know what I'm saying? That's how you could be playing with your life, your longevity, freedom, all of that there. You know what I'm saying? That being said, remember this. Words can help you. They can hurt you. But here on my channel, I to uplift you, because everybody's a champion. Nobody's a loser, man. 440 for the world. Peace.